Today on the Anime Zone, a review of School Days. Shit. Am I the only one who's noticed that in anime, everything and everyone seems to be related to a fucking high school? If you're in a slice-of-life comedy, a shonen action, a shoujo romance, a mecha pilot, or even if you're bloody god, then you're probably going to be some student in some bloody high school in Japan. I mean, what is it about high school life that the Japanese love so much? Is it the stress, the insecure girls, the short skirts, the homework, the drama, the short skirts, the friends, the one hot teacher, the short skirts, the bullies, the nerds, the owls studying a subject which you'll never use in the future, or the short fucking skirts? Heck, originality in anime nowadays is apparently taking an obligatory cliche premise and slapping the word high school in the title, to the extent that pretty much the only high school premise that hasn't been done in anime is making a gay musical about it. And so we have School Days, an anime which in no way resembles my days at school and can more fittingly be named Melodram Days, or Whore Days, or Fuck Days. And I'll be honest, watching the show made me really angry, so while this review could easily degrade into me just going on a crazy rant and completely destroying this anime and its characters, I thought this time I would keep my review integrity and calmly and professionally dissect this anime to inform all you guys about the key points and let's go on with this rant. But before I start, I should warn you that I would be spoiling almost the entire plot and the ending, so if you don't want to be spoiled, close this video now. You have been warned. School Days is a harem anime done by the animation company TNK in 2007. And it's based on an electronic Japanese adult visual novel.
Hentai games.
And while School Days shares similarities to a typical harem in that every girl is a two-dimensional cardboard cutout tripping over this one guy whose only ability seems to be being able to turn every mundane situation into a perverted mundane situation, it differs from your typical harem by giving every girl the common sense of a cow and replacing the main character with some dickhead character who won gold in the biggest dickhead competition and is apparently the biggest dickhead in the history of biggest. And dickhead. And cunt. Turning this into less of a cheesy light-hearted harem into more of a dark high school drama, if you want to give it that much credit. The anime starts off with a lovey-dovey high school love triangle so typical and boring that I was just waiting for the episode where the hot sister shows up and then everyone goes off to the hot spring to see who can look skimpiest in that bikini. Oh no, wait, that kind of does happen. But later on, the anime strays away from this generic romantic comedy into a much darker path, which I can only explain in maths, because there are so many relationships in this that it will be easier to understand. And cause I'm Asian. Okay, let's start. Guy A likes girl B. Girl B doesn't know that guy A likes her. Girl C notices that guy A likes girl B, and then sets the two of them up. So guy A goes out with girl B, but then we find out that girl C has feelings for guy A. So we have a typical love triangle, but from here on it gets a bit confusing. Guy A keeps striking out with girl B, so he asks girl C for relationship advice. Girl C offers her advice in the form of practice, which just ends up with guy A sleeping with girl C, surprise surprise. Later on, guy A starts liking girl C and decides to unofficially go out with her, even though he's still dating girl B. Girl D, who is girl C's best friend, tries to keep guy A faithful to girl C even though they're not really going out, but then girl F comes along and confesses that she has feelings for guy A, who ends up sleeping with her as well. Girl D gets tired of guy A cheating on girl C and tries one last time to persuade guy A to be faithful to one girl, and decides the best way to do this is to fuck him. Guy A, ignoring girl F's persuasive methods, then goes on to sleep with girl G, and then also proceeds to have a foursome with girls H, I, and J. And after all this, what, you may ask, does girl B do after finding out everything that guy A has done? Absolutely fuck all! Yes, if you can't tell by now, the reason why School Days is such a universally hated anime is because of the characters, and the other reasons why this anime is so infamous is because the ending is very violent and shocking, and also because apparently there's a really nice fucking boat somewhere in this series. But let's start off by describing the characters, shall we? Kotonoha is a typical cute, innocent, airheaded anime girl whose most noticeable feature being her big breath. She is the girl our main character initially likes, was probably because of her sweet, cute personality and because he saw her big breath. While we're supposed to feel sorry for her because she doesn't really do anything bad and she gets picked on a lot because of her shy, insecure personality and has bigger breath. But she becomes batshit insane by the end of the series because of the main guy. And I never really got how she could like him so much considering they only seem to be properly dating for about 3 fucking days. Oh, and did I mention that she has massive, big, bouncy, jiggly, squeezable, curvy breath? Sekai starts off as a playful, outgoing girl, but later on it becomes evident that she's just a scheming, backstabbing bitch who acts like she's a caring friend to everyone, but always has an ulterior motive, and in the beginning she seduces the main character to cheat on Kotonoha after she's just set the two of them up. There's also other minor characters including the supportive onlooker, the childhood friend, the lying whore and the 3 sluts, but that only purpose at the end of the day seems to be adding more girls for the main character to sleep with. And as for Makoto, aka our main lead character, cunt. That is all. No, but seriously though, Makoto could probably be one of the most hateable characters in anime ever, and if he were a real person, he would probably get hung, drawn and quartered by all female anime fans out there before you could say Shinji Ikari. Everything he does just seems to be there to reiterate how much of a dickhead he is. He doesn't show any respect for the girls, and he doesn't take responsibilities for his actions, showing us that if you fuck something and completely cock up the situation, then apparently the best thing to do is just to pack your bags and get the fuck out of there. Right, America? I mean, just look at how he reacts when Sekai tells him she feels guilty that he's cheating on Kotonoha with her.
どうしたんだよ急に。
もう練習じゃなくなってるよ。
いやそれはさ。
このままじゃ桂さんに悪いし。
ことの葉怒るよ。
No shit, Sherlock! And this gets me to one aspect I really couldn't understand about the show. What is so attractive about this guy? I mean, with most pricks in real life, there is at least one trait you can see that maybe some girls would like. But Makoto is not only a complete cunt, but he's not even that good looking, and his personality is about as interesting and appealing as some dried up wallpaper with Steve Buscemi's face plastered on it. And this apparently makes him some kind of Japanese Hugh Hefner by the end of the show. I mean, seriously, how does he do it? Is he just literally going up to random girls and going,
Sex! I want sex now! Sex, 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 sex! Give me sex! Please!
But then again, it seems like the only other fucking guy in this school is the comic relief best friend character, who is apparently only there to act stupid and perverted in front of all the girls, as all anime best friends are therefore. And also, School Days did start off as an electronic Japanese adult visual novel.
Hentai games.
So it should come to no surprise that a show that's based on the game about a horny teenage high school boy trying to have sex with as many one-dimensional women as possible becomes a show about a horny teenage high school boy trying to have sex with as many one-dimensional... So maybe Makoto getting all the girls does make a little bit of sense. A little bit. A really small bit of sense. A teeny weeny minuscule bit of okay, actually it still makes fuck all sense. As for the infamous ending, it was a bloody and violent conclusion to a massive build-up of emotions which did shock and surprise me while also immensely satisfying me. So props to the series for being able to do that. What happens in the ending, you ask? Well, spoiler alert!
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say? That it's all for the. What you say? That you only meant well. What you say? What you say? What you say? What?
But even though the ending was very well done, I felt the series was trying to live off the merits of the ending alone. Because up until that point, the animation was completely average, and the music throughout most of the series was completely forgettable, with only the songs that played in the ending scenes leaving any impact to me. Now, after searching around, I've seen many people say that this anime is a masterpiece, and praise this anime for being a realistic satire of the harem genre, to which I say, bollocks! Calling School Days a satire or breakdown of the harem genre is giving the creators too much credit. If the show had better writers, or gave the character actions a semblance of realism, then maybe I could see this being a good tragedy story. But any chance for this show to be taken seriously is thrown away by the constant use of shots and panty shots. And realism gets tossed out when every character in the series seems to conveniently get a case of stupid at the most crucial moments, leading them to make dumb, unrealistic decisions which only serve to create more drama and build up to the ending. It was quite obvious that the creators' intentions were less to create a realistic breakdown of the harem genre and more to create one massive clusterfuck of a melodrama, which is exactly what it is, a melodrama. And for that, we get legions of fans praising the show for being a great, original, realistic anime. Why? Because the main character is a guy and he likes to have sex. Well, fuck-a-doodle-doo. Overall, School Days is just a new take on the harem drama that tries to stand out by the shock factor of the ending alone. If you're a big fan of melodramatic soap operas, no matter how stupid they are, you may even like this. But for everyone else, stay the fuck away. All the actions the characters take are unrealistic and only serve to create conflicts and lead to the worst case scenario finale. While the ending is a very shocking and satisfying conclusion, which does bring the anime up a few points, it isn't enough to forgive the anger I felt while watching the show, the really boring and generic beginning, and a cast of characters which are just so... idiots. Yeah, shut up. I give the show a 4 out of 10, and while I did rant a lot on this review, I did at least come out of this anime learning one important lesson from our main character Makoto here. Don't be a dickhead, dickhead!